Can we cut Pettis? That guy must have played like 60 snaps and got 1 target. I like when they put him in motion. When they ran the ghost motion and the jet sweep motion, like that was going to freak out the defense. Like, oh my God, Dante Pettis is in motion. What do we do? What if he gets the ball? Oh my God. I love that. That was so cute. I like that they did that. Enough of Dante Pettis. How many? I mean, I understand Richie James Jr. injured his hamstring, but enough of Dante Pettis. Kevin White can't be worse. I'm sorry, Dante. You're a professional athlete. I'm sorry. You don't like criticism? Retire. Play better. One of the two. It's my job to call it how it is. Your effort going to the 1 target you got today deep. That's not going to make Jimmy want to go back to you. That's not going to make Kyle want to call your number again. Play better. They needed you today. What was that? I'm sorry. Dante, your career is hanging by a thread. Make a play. You were a 2nd-round pick. They traded up for you. I want to hear excuses. I want to hear about the refs. I want to hear about injuries. None of it. Grant Cohn is our fastest receiver. Guys, I'm going to have to run a 40-yard dash and put it on YouTube. I'm going to have to do it. I kind of feel like I have the same body type as Dante Pettis. Watching him in an NFL game makes me feel like I could have done this. I mean, neither of us lift weights. We're both about a 4'5'1", both about 6 feet tall. You know? I mean, what's the difference? Both of us are terrified of playing football. Neither of us really wants to be on the field. I think I could do what Dante does. Does he lift weights? Doesn't look like it. I'm sorry. He does not look like a football player. He looks like a baseball player or soccer player or a table tennis guru. I'm sorry. If Dante Pettis, all 6 feet, 178 pounds of him with his 4'5", 40, can play in the NFL, I should have at least played JV. Mom, why didn't you let me? I could have been a contender. I just feel like the cops are going to roll up at any minute and arrest me. Sir, 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 sir. I still wonder what Pettis did differently. He looked the same to me. Yeah, like what was so bad about Pettis' offseason last year that this was better? Like, what was he doing in the summer of 2019 that his 2020 was just like on a different level? It's not like he looks yoked. He looks exactly the same. Now, his practice performances were better, but physically, that's Dante Pettis with less hair. So a more aerodynamic Dante Pettis. He didn't drop the ball today. So, I mean, that's good. He caught a punt. Why was he returning punts? That seemed like the Niners were trying to lose the game right there. Hey, you know what? Give Dante a shot. Let's make it interesting. Don't post this on YouTube? Oh, really? I was going to. Yeah, we all have to race Grant. I'm Grant. We all have to race. And then challenge Dante Pettis to film himself running as well. I'm throwing down the gauntlet. Here's a true story. So I'm an idiot and I'm vain and I'm unrealistic. And I like to think that I could be a football player. So when the Niners drafted A.J. Jenkins, he's so bad. I was so convinced I could do everything he did. I mean, 6 feet, 185 pounds, couldn't get open to save his life. I was like, I got this guy. So he said going into year 2 that the reason he wasn't good is because he wasn't strong enough and he needed to add weight, muscle. So his goal was to add 10 pounds of muscle and come in at camp at 200. So my goal was to do that too. And I was going to come into camp at 200 just to show the Niners that I was in better physical shape than their first round pick they're paying millions to. Swear, seriously, I really did this. But I'm not that good at lifting weights. So I lifted all summer, but ate like 4 eggs and 3 pieces of bacon and a bagel and cream cheese and orange juice every day and gained 25 pounds, which I considered muscle. but it wasn't. So I put on 25 pounds of, maybe 20 pounds of fat and 23 pounds of fat and 2 pounds of muscle just because I wanted to prove that I had a higher ceiling as an athlete than AJ Jenkins. That's how vain and narcissistic I am. I'm sorry, but I told you. So it makes me more endearing? No, it doesn't really. It doesn't. Sorry. So Dante, if you feel like I'm being too hard on you and you want to challenge me to some one-on-one anything, let's do it, because you'll probably beat me. But I might beat you. If it's a 40, you don't want to see me, Dante. I'm telling you right now. You couldn't recover. I got the knee lift. Oh. What's AJ doing now? I don't know. We should call him up. You know, a dude had a really tough time in the NFL when he doesn't have social media. Like, AJ Jenkins is not on Twitter. Maybe he's on Instagram or something, but he's just not on Twitter because I don't think he can ever have a Twitter the rest of his life. AJ Jenkins could start a Twitter in 10 years and say, hey, what's up? And like 89er fans would be like, get out of here. You're awful. Trash. Be like, thanks. That's how bad AJ Jenkins was. Still won't make a Twitter. I think Dante Pettis is a couple bad games away from deactivating his, man. Every time he tweets something, people are like, work out harder, post a video, show me your work. I'm sorry. You made it to the NFL. Good. AJ's on Twitter? Oh, well, there you go. What's his name? Can we hit him up? Can I get him on the show? Hey, AJ, I always believed in you. So, yeah, it's not that about Dante Pettis. He's just not good at football. That's just it. That's it. And you know what? I think with Dante, there may be a little bit of Joe Williams there. I'm not sure he enjoys the NFL experience. I don't think he does. I think he loved playing football in college. He loved it. Big man on campus. People adore you. He was good. Come to the NFL, you're just a disappointment. You walk down the street in San Jose and the people who do know who you are aren't trying to get your autograph. And then people like me who don't even shave. I mean, who probably make, 1/100th of what Dante Pettis makes, gets to roast him and be right about it. That's tough. I don't think he enjoys it. Now, Joe Williams, I don't think he was objecting to the criticism of being in the NFL. I just don't think he wanted to play football. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's fun for Dante anymore. It looks fun for Kendrick Bourne. It looks fun for George Kittle. It looks fun for Jimmy Garoppolo. It looks fun for everyone on the field except for Dante Pettis. Am I wrong? Am I misreading that? Does he look like he's enjoying himself during these games? Because I don't see that. He doesn't. I don't know. I don't know why he's playing football. Maybe his dad is Gary Pettis, his cousin was in the league. There must be a lot of pressure to, live up to your family members. I mean, I'm doing the same thing my dad did. I get it. But that's not the right reason to do something if you're not enjoying it. I love this. Does he love that? I wouldn't love that. I'd rather do this than that. Dante, if you want to do this with me, you're welcome to pull up right next to me, right here. Dante, when you want to retire, I think you're a very articulate man. You're well-read. You went to a Pac-12 school. Me and you, what do you say? Grant and Dante, talk football. Dante and Grant on the 49ers. Catman and Conehead. I don't know. It could work. Dante, consider it. Because that's not for you. You've made enough money. Grew up rich. You got $4 or $5 million. Give it up. We could have something. I think we have chemistry. You don't like me, but I think you will. You like me, but you don't know it. And I like you too. Dante, You never know which door is going to open for you, Dante. You came into Santa Clara thinking, man, I'm going to be a great wide receiver. But what the reason you were drafted here is to become a journalist with me. Life is unpredictable, okay? But when a door opens, you got to walk through it. And the door is not out there on the field. The door is right here next to me. What do you say? Now, I got a lot of people who work for me. You're going to have to start at the bottom, you know, show that you can write and talk on camera, but there's growth opportunity here, Dante. Think about it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm being harsh. It's the NFL. It's the big leagues. Everyone on this team should be able to take criticism. One of the reasons I love John Lynch, he gets it. Borderline Hall of Fame level player, media guy. You can criticize him as much as possible. I wrote in 2018 they should fire John Lynch, that he wasn't good enough. He reads everything. Sees you, looks in the eye. Hey, Grant, how you doing? It's not personal. Dante, it's not personal. You made the NFL. You're a professional NFL player. I'm a professional NFL analyst. You're not good. I got to do what I got to do. If you become good, I'll do what I got to do again in a different way. So I feel like we just talked about Dante Pettis for 8 hours.